Hey guys, today I just wanted to sit down and do some makeup, like simple as that is. I didn't want to really do like a dedicated video to, wigs, Temu, a certain makeup look. Just sat down and used some of my favorite products. This is the look that I came up with and I'm loving it. Let's just go ahead and get started. Skincare is done, so I want to go ahead and put my primer on so it has some time to set while I do some other things like my eyebrows. I'm going to go in with the E.L.F Power Grip Primer. This is the one with niacinamide. I finally finished up the original Power Grip Primer, and I don't think there's much of a difference between the two, probably just like the ingredients. This one has niacinamide, which I believe is supposed to brighten your skin, but as far as like the texture or application and stuff, I don't really notice a difference. I like to spread it out and then just try to pat it in. I feel like sometimes I need to look close too because it doesn't get fully blended in, so it will leave like a little stripe. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like a little stripe of gunk, which is like the worst way to explain it. But yeah, I feel like if you know, you know. So I just make sure that's really spread out, not too thick anywhere. While the primer sits, I want to go ahead and do some extra concealing. I don't always do this, but I have been breaking out a lot lately. I don't really know what's going on. It is that time of the month for me, but I just feel like it's been a little excessive this time. It might be all the new skincare I've been trying. My skin is probably like, okay, we liked when you did nothing. Go back to that. So for my extra concealing and like color correcting, I'm going to go in with these three products here. So I have my E.L.F concealer, and then these are the LA Pro conceals, and I have it in peach and green. So the green is going to help my redness, and the peach is going to help like that darkness and dullness. For the peach, if you're more of a medium to dark skin tone, you want to use orange, not peach. Once I have them all mixed together, I'm just going over all these little extra blemishes I have. And this can help too if you're going to go in with a lighter foundation, one that doesn't have that much coverage. I'm actually probably going to go in with the one that I got from Temu, which has a ton of coverage. So I really don't have to do this, but I figured I would include it. Once I do that, I like to blend out the edges. You don't want to go too crazy blending because then it kind of defeats the purpose of the coverage. But I also don't want it to be too cakey on my skin since I am going to go in with a foundation today. It's pretty much like a pre-foundation for me. Just giving me that extra bit of coverage. I actually want to double prime today. Again, I don't always do this, but I have been liking the combo lately. I'm taking the E.L.F Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, and I like to do this mainly on my forehead. I feel like it helps, I don't know, settle into those fine lines so my foundation doesn't settle into them. I really only use it on my forehead and sometimes right here where I have more pores. I really love the combo because the grip primer gives you that grip, and then this one is going to fill in your pores more. So I feel like they just work really well together, but you can also use them separately, obviously. I will say though, if you're going to combine them, you definitely have to wait for the grip primer to settle into your skin. You don't want to use them back to back instantly because then you'll probably get pilling or just like a weird tacky texture. You want to make sure that the grip primer is really spread into your skin. While my primer was setting, I went in with this Ardell brow glue. This is going to keep your brows down, girl. Like, there is no coming up with this stuff. What I really love about it too is it comes in a tube, so it's a way easier to apply. So you have the spoolie on this side with all the glue, obviously, and you can just brush through your brows. But I also love that it comes with a little brush set with a little spatula on one side, so you can press down your brows, which is personally what I like to do. If you really want your eyebrows glued down, I highly suggest this product. Let's go ahead and fill these babies in. I have been loving the SheGlam Brows on Demand 2-in-1 brow pencil. I like to use the pencil more to get my shape and to use it on the ends here. It goes through the brow glue just fine. I didn't glue my brows down completely, so I do still have some room to brush them through. All the little glue flakes flying off. So I do like to comb out the pencil. I have no idea where the cap went, but I'm gonna go in with the liquid side, and this is when I'm gonna draw like little hair strokes. I think my liquid side is drying out because usually it's very pigmented. Like as soon as you touch your skin, you're gonna get that brow hair effect. Oh, there we go. If I went the opposite way. I usually do my eyebrows last, so having them on right now feels really weird. I'm actually going to be using that Temu foundation. I have been loving this and using it constantly off camera, and I'm mixing it with the white pigment as well, just so I can get it to my shade. Yeah, so I have been absolutely loving this foundation. Trying to obviously get the excess off this brush, but I feel like I can just paint my whole face. It's kind of fun, to be honest. Yeah, I've really been loving this foundation, which is crazy because it's a matte foundation and I have really dry skin. But yeah, I don't know. It's like so weird. This foundation does not emphasize my dryness at all. If anything, like when I'm having a dry spell, you know, when you can just see like your skin peeling or cracking or whatever, and then you put foundation on it and obviously it looks disgusting. When I use this, I feel like it just smooths over it. It's so weird because this is a matte foundation. I mean, it practically like dries down instantly. I wonder if it's almost like a self-setting one, because that's what it seems like. It seems like it dries down to a powder. I honestly don't know how to explain it. I've never had a foundation like this, but I have just been in love with it. This is just the foundation. I'm using a smaller brush to get in there. Yeah, I've just been loving this foundation. It's super light. I don't feel it on my skin at all. And it just has the coverage without feeling so cakey. Let's bring some life into this face. Another Temu product I've really been loving is this Kiss Beauty multifunction pen. It's like a contour pen and it has a little dial. Oh my god, so much just came out, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Let's start with that one dot. Yeah, super pigmented, blends beautifully though. I feel like this and the foundation just sits so well together. It's such a good color if you are fair like me. It's like that contoury shade, but also has a little bit of warmth to it. We're gonna go in with liquid blush now, and I always have such a hard time choosing. I just want all the colors on my face at once. I have this Temu one that I really love. I actually bought another shade, but then I also love my SheGlam blushes, so I'm just like, do I use another Temu product or do I go to my SheGlam ones? Yeah, I'm gonna go in with Hope. This is the one that I had purchased that you guys have not seen on camera just yet. Not my lip twitching with it. And we all know I go a little blush crazy. Yeah, this is like a nice peachy pink. You're getting that warmness, but you're also getting the pinky tones. I like to take my concealer and just kind of clean up a little bit. I don't want it too chiseled because then it doesn't look that natural, but just cleaning up. And that's the best thing about liquid products too, is you can just like keep going over them and kind of correcting them before you set. And I'm not taking much product at all. It's just whatever's left over on my brush. And then I'm just chiseling out that cheek. And it's going to also give me a little bit more coverage. Make sure to blend them together so I don't have like that stripy look. And look at that. Cute. I'm going to go in with this Pure bronzer. It smells like Cocoa Puffs. It smells so good. I actually got this off of Ipsy/BoxyCharm, whatever you want to... I don't even know what's going on with that anymore. But they do like a little pop shop, and this was on sale for like $7. And I looked up reviews and stuff, and a lot of people recommended it. And I was in the market for a new bronzer, so I was like, why not? And I am obsessed with it. I think I would pay full price for it. I don't know because I am cheap, but I always am grabbing this bronzer, so I'm like, it might be worth it. But again, I'm cheap, so I'm kind of contemplating buying a backup since it was like $7 on the Ipsy thing, but I think it's originally 20 something. Again, just a beautiful contour shade, but also gives you that warm tone, and it blends really nicely into the skin as well. For my blush today, I want to go in with this Lunar Beauty Moon Prism blush palette. In person, the shades are definitely deeper. I think they're just getting washed out from the light. I've been mixing these 3 shades here. This one's more shimmery, and I don't always love a shimmery blush, especially when I bring my blush towards my nose. It definitely emphasizes my pores more, so I do like a matte formula. Got this palette out of BoxyCharm / Ipsy. I resubscribed back in January. I had BoxyCharm for years and then I canceled because they just got way too complicated for me and I was getting like the same products over and over. And so I resubscribed and I have been liking it for the first like 2 months. The last month I just really wasn't feeling, and this month so you get to like choose now. You get 2 products that you don't choose and then 3 products that you can choose. They'll give you a bunch of products to choose from and then you choose one and then they do the same thing for the next product and then the same thing for the 3rd product. Yeah, I just wasn't getting a lot of makeup choices. I was getting a lot of skincare, and then the choices were the same from products that I've already received in my past boxes or products that like I'm just not interested in, you know? I don't know how I'm feeling. I might cancel it. And that's also why I haven't like been filming an unboxing, because a lot of it's skincare. If that's something you guys are into, just like an unboxing, then I'll do it. But I usually like to do little try-on portions, and you can't really do that with skincare. I'm just torn with BoxyCharm because it's like, it's worth it because you're getting a deal and you can get stuff like the bronzer and the blush. So some months I'm like, oh, it's worth it. And then other months I'm like, this isn't worth it. And I feel like that's how they get you. But anyways, let's get into highlight. Now, this is actually a highlight that I just recently got from Temu. I still have to do a video trying the new products, but I've been using them off camera. I'm going to take these 2 shades here, and then I also mix it with the white just to lighten it up a little bit. But yeah, I have been obsessed with this highlight. And I don't even really wear highlighter like that anymore, but this makes me want to put it all over my face. There really isn't much to set, but I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes and maybe my forehead just a little bit. I'm taking the SheGlam Insta Ready. It has a setting powder and then it also has a loose powder. And this is in the transparent, translucent, whatever the hell it is. I always forget. I'm just going to get some of that off. Let's just take it everywhere. Fuck it. I know I just put highlight on, but I don't really like highlight on my cheeks. I feel like it just emphasizes my texture. I like my highlight to be more in the center of my face. I always forget to look at what my skin is looking like up close. And this is actually looking really nice. I did things a little backwards, so I'm going back into that blush palette since we lost some of our color when I set. There we go. Yeah, I like my cheeks more matte. Okay, I got you guys zoomed in so you can see my complexion. I mean, for my skin being as dry as it was, I'm super happy with it. I feel like that foundation just truly never does me wrong. Even when my skin is dry, I throw that foundation on and it's good. Like, it doesn't emphasize my dryness. Now I have this pimple coming through. I already set my face, so not really much I can do to cover it now. We're gonna do another little sneak preview. Got another palette from Temu. It's this one right here. As you can see, I have been using it off camera and well, also on camera, because I've tried to film the Temu video like 3 times now and it's just been a complete fail each time. I've been really struggling with the palette, but I've also been doing a rainbow eye with it. I think the darker shades just aren't it. I'll get more into that obviously in the Temu video, but I think today I just want to try one shade. I want to try this shade all over my lid and just see how it goes. I'm kind of worried though because we're so far into this look, but yeah, I'm just gonna grab it. I just really want to, oh, that's creasing. I really just want to pop a color on my eyes. So we're gonna go really lightly with this. And such a pretty color, like that lilac-y blue jean. And I don't want this to get too carried away. See, like literally just like that. I think that's fine. I just wanted a nice pop. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this and then we can work on my lips. Obviously some changes. I finished up the eyeshadow. I just took a smaller brush and tried to put it into my crease. No matter how many times I've tried it now, even just trying one shade, you can see how patchy it is. And every single shade, it just does not stick. Once you start blending it out, it completely just disappears and you have to keep building it up. But then, I mean, look how patchy that is. I'm sure this video will be up way before the Temu one. So just a little spoiler that I do not like that palette at all, no matter how many times I've tried it. I also went ahead and did my lip liner. I went in with this. This is the Love Craft Beauty or Love and Craft and Beauty. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be little and signs. This is in Space Bay. I really love this shade for a nude lip, but I'm not a big fan of this product. It's a retractable pen. Those I already don't like because I feel like they break really easily, and this is no exception. I can't remember if I already said or not, but I got it in a BoxyCharm. I use it because I love the shade, but I definitely wouldn't repurchase because it's, I think, like 20 bucks or something, and that's just insane to me for a lip liner. Seriously, adding your beauty marks back is just a game changer. I do not feel complete until I have them back on. Or if you have like a little breakout like I do, you can also put a freckle pen over it and just give yourself like a little mole. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Oh, and I added bottom lash mascara. I was contemplating going in with a colorful waterline, but I think I like just the subtle purple eyeshadow on top and then not bringing it under and nothing in my waterline. I think I'm loving how simple this is. For my lipstick today, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling just the lip liner color, but I think I want to add a little something. So let me see what I can find. I think I want to add a little shine to my lips. So I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Closed Off, and it's more of like a satin formula. It's a little deeper than the lip liner actually, so gonna have to go over it. Ooh, in person though, I definitely like this shade more. I had to go in with a deeper lip liner. I'm trying to find it. It's the Badass Mother Effer. A badass is the opposite of a dumbass. It's in the shade Angelou by Uoma, U-O-M-A. It's a little bit deeper of that first lip liner I went into, so it matches this lipstick a little bit better. The lipstick is definitely deeper in person. It's already getting all over my teeth. Just not a fan of lipsticks like this because they just get everywhere, and I was trying to lip line and it's just a hot mess. But we are finishing up. I always leave my clips in for so long before I realize that I can take them out. Let me get myself adjusted. I'm going to change out of this teddy bear shirt and clean up a little bit. See if I can cover this guy up. Final touches, you know, all the good stuff. Okay, guys, that is it. What do we think about today's look? I'm really loving it. I mean, I think we already know that I love the eyeshadow color, but hate the formula. The patchiness is driving me absolutely insane. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.